Hi everyone, welcome to Krista's Curated Life. I am a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. We have a Depop sale this week. I'm going to be going over what sold March 16th through the 22nd. My total revenue this week was $499.98, so close to $500. My total profit was $307.27. I sold 22 items and my average sale price was $22.37. So it was a low sale price, average sale price week for me. I had 10 sales on eBay, 9 on Poshmark, 2 on Mercari, and 1 on Depop, which is really exciting because I do not get many Depop sales, but I love selling over there because their fees are really low. So come along with me and we'll see what I sold. Starting off, I sold this Duluth Trading button-up shirt. It is their Wrinkle Fighter Relaxed Fit. I picked this one up at Turnstile on their $2 season close or $2 sale close of the season. And it sold on eBay for $19.78. I took home $9.02, and I picked this one up because it was a 4XL. It depends on the button up and the material content like Duluth, but I'd say look into it. Next up, we have, this was a really great eBay sale. This Free People Follow Your Heart top. I use the keyword coquette in it, white fairy. I want to say this was 100% linen. I had it listed since the beginning of January and I was so shocked. This sold for my full asking price of $28. So I ended up taking home $21.93. It's really great when I can get a good amount of money from a Free People piece. So this was really exciting for me. I was amped about that one. Up next, we have this Victoria's Secret sale. To be honest, it says Pout on the tag. I was wondering why I called it Pout Blue Baby Doll Slip Ruffle Candy Sheer Y2K Vintage. I threw in all the keywords. And it only sold, this sold on my sale, was shipping it, sold for $28.95. I ended up taking home $15.62. The con of this piece is I've had this piece since November of 2023. I listed it too high. However, this had, for the past year and 4 months, this has had a ton of attention on Poshmark and eBay. So I'm just really surprised it took so long to sell. I should have priced it lower, even though it was so cute and it fits so many keywords. Lesson learned. Next, we have this J. Jill Love Linen, one of my favorite lines to sell in J. Jill. I typed in quiet luxury, closet staple. It is 100% linen. I sold it for $24.09 and I took home at $13.76. I had this one listed just after Christmas, the day after Christmas. And so now that it's linen season, I'm guessing that's why it sold. Next, this is a Lululemon sports bra. It sold for $15.14. I took home $6.77. This is how you know that Lululemon is slowly dying. This was an old piece. I want to say that the letters around all Lululemon pieces have a size dot on them. And if it just says the size, that piece is pretty old. It's like pre-2018 for sure. I would have to check the year. This one had just the size, and it was only a size 2. It didn't have the pads. The only reason I picked this piece up is because I planned on taking it to Turnstile, and they didn't take it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to list it. Yeah, I made $7. I did list at the beginning of December, so it didn't take horribly wrong, but I would leave this at the bins. It's so hard leaving Lulu at the bins for me. So hard. This was a super exciting sale. This is a CP Shades Marriott 100% linen oversized tunic. This is my first time finding CP Shades. It's a bolo. I got it at my local Turnstile. I probably paid, there it was $12. With my conversion, I count it as free essentially. And it sold for $50. I ended up taking home, well, this one was, I think I had it listed for 58. Someone offered 50, which I was like, that is a great offer. And I took home 42.13. I did just find another CP Shades piece, but it had some small bleach stains on it. So I only list that one for like 24, but I was super excited to see this one go. Up next, we have 1 teaspoon times 8. I don't know if that's 1 teaspoon and Free People Bandit black jean shorts. I remember getting these at the bins and just studying them and going, I don't know what to do with these. I feel like they can sell. I'm not really sure. I am surprised they sold on eBay because they had a really good sell-through rate on Poshmark. I have sold 1 teaspoon shorts before, but I didn't know if this was a good style, if it was going to move, if 1 teaspoon was still trendy. I had it listed at the beginning of February, so it sold in just over a month. Full asking price for with shipping $31.30. I took home $18.34. So just under a month. That was a fantastic sale. Up next, we have an okay sale. This sold on eBay on the 21st. These are airy pants. I put smocked, high-waisted, beach. Oh, I put pants twice. Really smart, Krista. Boho, cotton blend. These were a large. This was an experiment. I've tried selling a bunch of airy pieces and some smell better than others. I listed this one at the beginning of February and it sold on the 21st. So about a month and a half, it sold for $21.38 and I took home $10.83. This next piece is one of my bread and butters. This is a J. Jill Simply Supima V-neck tunic, long sleeve, extra large. I listed this shirt on the 15th and it sold on the 21st, so only a few days. I think I sold it for $15 and I took home $9.81. There are some items, the essential items, because this is just a plain long sleeve. This, I love selling the Supima cotton, the Pima cotton. I love selling some of these essentials, so I make sure to check the sell-through rate. Some are bolos within the brand and others are oversaturated. But yeah, really excited to take home about $10 on that one. This next one is a bundle sale. I sold 2 different bras, and this was a bundle at eBay, which is really exciting. This one I want to say one of them had a tiny spot on it. One I took home $11.18, and the other one I took home $6.68. I must have done some math wrong on that. I don't know why. Anyway, not bad. I believe they both sold for $28 on eBay. So I think I made more on this one. I just don't know how to do math. Up next, we have this Duluth Trading women pants. These are the dry on the fly slim leg. I was a little bit surprised by how long these took to sell. I listed them at the beginning of October and they sold for my full asking price on eBay. So, which was $25.72. That includes shipping. And I profited $15.14. For that profit, I would have liked to sell them a little bit quicker, but Duluth is a bread and butter for me, so I'm happy. Next, we got something that I shouldn't have picked up. I did try to take this to kids consignment. It's a Hannah Anderson. It's a little rash guard, and it just is kind of discolored. I did try to take it there like a month ago, so they may not have been accepting swim yet. It sold for $12 and I took home $7.05. Not great. I think this one actually sold to someone in the Twin Cities, which was kind of cool. I probably would pick it up again. Maybe in better condition. This was a mildly interesting sale. This is a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy hat. It was new with tags. I got it at the bins, which is why I grabbed it. It was in phenomenal condition, and I just could really see someone wearing this hat, and I knew it would sell. I didn't know how long it would take. I thought it would sell on eBay, but it sold on Poshmark. I did have this listed since August 20th of last year, so she took a long time. I took home $9.05. Again, as to the last one, I probably shouldn't have picked this up, but I would do it again. I couldn't let this go to a landfill. My other backup was to take it to Turnstile, and I think they would have taken it. Up next, we got a fun experiment. I don't think the brand matters on this piece. The reason I grabbed it is because it has 3D flowers on it. I did have to do a little bit of light sweater shaving on the piece. I listed it at the beginning of February. This had a ton of interest on it on 3 platforms, Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay. So I sold it on the 18th, just a little over a month, and I took home $16.98, which I think is pretty good, especially because we're getting to the tail end of winter. This was my first time picking up a 3D print. I've heard that those have good sell-through rates and things like that. And so, yeah, no, it's true, at least on this piece. So I'm excited to pick up some more 3D pieces. Next, we got a sale that took too long to sell for me. At least I think so. This is a Bonobo standard fit shirt bundle. I found these at the bins. I know Bonobos had a moment. I believe the moment has passed. These did not have a great sell-through rate, and that's why I bundled them. They sold for $22 on Mercari. I took home $14.98. I had this listed at the beginning of December, which I guess isn't that much time. I probably would consign these if I find them again, because I'm like, when am I gonna, if I had found one of these, I would have consigned them. The only reason I sold it is because I found 2. So next we have something that was in my closet for a really long time. These are Badgley Mishka. I said glitter Rudy pointed toes, stiletto pumps. I am a part of my local buy and sell nothing group, I believe it was. I got these at. And my roommate at the time, I had these before I listed them, because my roommate at the time was getting married and someone was giving away like a wedding lot, and she got the whole lot and she just didn't want these shoes in it. They were new in box. Her 2-year wedding anniversary is in June. So I've had these for 2 years. I listed them in August of 2023. Yeah, almost 2 years ago. They were listed too high. Someone offered me $20 on Poshmark. I took it. I took home $16. I contemplated taking these to Turnstile. I probably would have made that much money at Turnstile. Would have made it quicker. Would have. This next sale is this Kendra Scott linear earrings. They're 14 karat gold over brass. I sell a lot of these. I don't have that many left, actually. Someone bought them at $34 and I took home $18.70. Woohoo! We're flying through these today. Here's another Kendra Scott earring sale. These sold for $17, which is lower than I wanted. I don't know what happened, because I had one pair of Kendra Scott earrings and I must have had 2 or 3 of them. I sold all 3 of them, and I don't know if something was wrong with FLYP's, like how much they counted in each platform, because someone offered me a good amount of money for this one pair of earrings, and I went to ship it and I didn't have it. So it was still listed on Poshmark, and it was just really irritating. Sometimes I just cancel orders, but I have a bunch of Kendra Scott pieces left, and I've been selling these pieces at 20% off as my automatic offer to Laker. And I felt bad canceling this woman's sale. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, for whatever reason, I can't find this piece. I have a bunch of other Kendra Scott in my closet. I'll give you 40% off any of them that you want. So this one sold for $17, which is 40% off. I must have had it listed at like $28. I took home $7.60, which wasn't great, but this was like an oops on my part, my fault. Just like flat out my fault. We have a Depop sale. This one's exciting to me because I don't get many Depop sales. So this is an Urban Outers maxi dress. This is me testing out some keywords. I went back and reworked it. I added witchy, lace, fitted, fairy, goth, medium. Medium isn't a keyword. That's the size. I have sold this dress in a different print once before. It sold on Depop for $20 and I took home $15.58. So I was really glad to get a Depop. I'm hoping I can get some more reviews there. I think I've had 5 sales in the past 2 years, but I haven't always been actively working on that platform. So I'm excited to get more reviews on Depop. Last but not least, we have this Talbot's button-up shirt. I love the graphic on it. So it's London City graphic. It's a 2X petite, which is kind of a niche size. I got an offer on this one, which was like a little bit lower than I was hoping for. I listed it on the 27th December, and so I only really want to have pieces for 3 months. So after that, depending on the piece, I'm probably just gonna take it. So I sold this one on March 22nd on Poshmark for $18 and I took home $12.40. I heard that their different graphic shirts sell well, and this one, I think I was not taking offers on it on eBay and it had a lot of attention on all my platforms. It's just a bummer that it didn't sell, and that happens sometimes. So that is everything. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you would like to watch more videos like this from me, feel free to like and subscribe. I'd love to have you guys. If you would comment down below what your favorite sale for my video was this week, otherwise one of your favorite things that you sold, and I look forward to chatting with you guys in the comments. Bye.